Speaking of people that have gone mad, the people went mad over Triple H at the start of the show. They time to play the game, and Triple H makes his entrance into the aisle. He doesn't even have to walk all the way to the ring. It might put too much stress on him. But he does the promo in the aisle and welcomes everybody to SummerSlam, and now they love him. Whereas before no matter who was in the creative spot, they knew Vince was in charge. The fans I'm talking about being they. Too many pronouns, pal. And they didn't like Vince, and they didn't like what Vince was doing to their favorite wrestlers. They were mad at Vince, and that made the company heels. And now they have done away with all this fucking bullshit. Heel, evil empire, McMahon ownership of the company. People are smart that that's gone. And Triple H is the guy that's bringing them all this great wrestling with these stars that they love. So they love him. To love is in the air, Brian. Love, the Cupid's arrows are flying.
And the other thing is now this is becoming a semi-regular thing on these big events. You know, Vince did it for WrestleMania 3. Everyone remembers that. But Triple H is now coming out to do the intro for these shows on a lot of these shows. And it's getting the right reaction. It's getting people amped up. People are cheering him. No one's yelling, "Hey, you bald asshole." Like, "Hey, why haven't you returned my calls, dick?" Like, no, none of that or anything else. There's more thunder. Boy, they really are coming for me. But
well, it's
but
smart.
he's doing intros now. What do you think of the idea of the promoter, you know, for lack of a better term for the fans, he's the promoter doing an intro to these shows?
Well, he's smart, and it's perfect because he's still not... He's not the top guy in this hierarchy anymore. But the more that he becomes the face, like old Dana White and his fucking political activities, but he's the face of the UFC, the more that Triple H is the face of the WWE, not only he's doing a good job, but the more he ingrains himself into that position. Like, do you want to take me away from them? They trust me. The fans love me because I bring them this wrestling. So it's a smart thing to do, but also it baby faces the company in general with the fans that have been disaffected for... That's why AEW worked in the beginning to the extent that it did. Not that it was ever really any good, but because it was something for the people who hated Vince and Vince's wrestling to cheer for. And now that they don't have to hate the other company, and the other company has all the stars, and the other company is giving them shit they want, that's why only the really drooly, knuckle-draggy type of goofy comedy wrestling fan is still rabid, you know, in support of the other guys that don't make sense and present a secondary product. That's why I think I said this a year ago when this whole thing started to emerge, that AEW has lost their primary weapon, which was that so many people just didn't want to like the WWE. Now they're like, "Oh shit, this is great." And I ain't got time for that other stuff. That's just me, but I think there may be something to that fucking thought, just if you dig down in it. But then Triple H, I'll say this and I'll let you comment, Brian, got heat with me by introducing Jelly Roll, who sang something in the ring. I bet now that he's a celebrity, he's rethinking those prison tattoos on his fucking face.
I don't know. It's kind of the in thing now with some of the kids, especially if, you know, you want to show that you're hard.
Well, but I don't care whether he's hard or not. By the way, did you see the size of that belly? He probably can't tell whether he's hard or not.
Well, again, I don't know. What was the question?
The thing with Jelly Roll, he walked in a gym one day where I was working out.
Really?
I was working out, and he walked in the gym. And I said, "Holy shit, look at you, the size of you, you're fat." And he said, "Yeah, I know I'm fat." And I said, how long's it been since you've seen your dick? And he said, it's been a long time. And I said, why don't you dye it? And he said, why? What color is it now?
All right. There's no reason to, once again, this man has to go through life with those tattoos. There's no reason to make fun of him any further.
On his fucking face. Anyway, and the Miz is the host in the crowd. He's the host with the least.